Hello everybody and welcome back to Southeast by Midwest. I'm Cassie and today we're going to be talking the MAC Aaliyah collection. So if you want to know what products I got and my thoughts on them, just keep watching. Alright, as you know here on Southeast by Midwest, before we talk about the products, we always disclose. And the disclosure for this post is that I got these myself and I may have made 2 orders. I may have purchased this first thinking it was the only thing I was going to get. And then I may have realized that you could get a free bandana if you spent $35. And this was less than $35. So I may have waited and then got a couple more products to equal $32 so that I could get the bandana. That may or may not have been what happened. I'm neither confirming nor denying. Moving on. Okay, so the first thing that I want to say is that these are going to be 2 separate blog posts because as I just said, okay, so as I'm confirming, this was 2 separate and I didn't know, and so I reviewed and you get where I'm going with this. Alright, so let's talk eyeshadow first. I do have a box for this. It's just sitting over there because I left the box in here when I was done taking photos, and then I took this into the other room to have it with me so that I could swatch it and review it and wear it and have it with me while I was writing the blog post and all that jazz. So the box is in here, put up so that it wouldn't get damaged, so that this could go back in it, or so that the box could be put up, because I have like, there's a china cabinet over here that you can't see that's like almost floor to ceiling, and the bottom half of it actually has like a bunch of product boxes in it of just in case I ever need the box kind of things, or boxes that I want to keep. Like I think the MAC Mariah boxes are in there and all that jazz. And then I think I have another box running around in the room that we used to be in before the roof fell in. If you're OG, you know what I'm talking about, like a year or so ago. I also have some product boxes in there, and I like to call those my life of a beauty blogger YouTuber kind of thing. You just keep them in case you ever need them for a photo. Now, like the ones where it's like the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara and the primer, because it's like the first product that came to my mind, you know, just rip those off and throw them away, because like I've gone through a couple of those, like the Clump Crusher CoverGirl Clump Crusher, so that kind of thing. So let's talk this. It has a box. The packaging is all the same throughout the collection. The outside cartons are this like burgundy with Aaliyah's signature in silver, and then it's her signature here, and then you have the Aaliyah and then MAC at the bottom. Now the eyeshadow palette is called Age Ain't Nothing, and it is 9 pan. By the way, you have the same Aaliyah MAC, so the signature and then the actual printed name. Now if you want to see the actual review and you want to see swatches of this, I'll link the blog post down below. Now I will say that when I first opened this, there is no mirror on this. When I first opened this, and I don't know if it was just me, like my misconceptions, I opened it and I went, oh my god, they're so tiny! I was expecting these to be a lot bigger than what they were. Again, I don't know if it's just because I thought the 9 pan palettes were bigger and this is actually normal size for them, or if it actually is smaller. I ain't mad about it though, because in all honesty, there is like 1 palette that I own that I've ever really hit pan on the shadows. I have so many palettes, I bounce around through them, and I don't really wear eyeshadow all the time because I wear glasses, and so it's kind of like, plus I have hooded eyes. It's like the perfect combo for, yeah, I'm totally gonna spend 30 minutes on an eyeshadow look, never kind of a thing. So this palette, I will say that this bottom shade here, the names I don't remember at the moment, but this shade here is very hard to work with. You really either have to use your fingers, which if you've been around, you know I'm not a particular fan of, or you've got to really like pat it on. I will say that other than that, I love all of these shadows. My favorite is this one here, which is like gingerbread, ginger snap might be it. That color is gorgeous. And then these 2 here, this one and then this purpley one, are also absolutely gorgeous. Now the eyeshadow palette is a 9 pan palette and it retails for $32. I picked up 2 lipsticks from the collection. I wanted the bright red shade, but it was sold out when I went. Of course, now everything is back in stock. Also wanted one of the lip pencils, but also out of stock. So the two shades that I got were More Than a Woman, which is the deeper red shade, and Street Thing, which is the black shade. So let's jump into talking about these. Okay, so the first thing that I want to say is that the Street Thing is a frost formula, and the frost formula is basically like a high pearl finish, and then the More Than a Woman is an amplified finish, which formula, which means it has an ultra creamy finish. And ooh, is it creamy? It glides on. All right, talking about Street Thing first. Street Thing is, by the way, this is what the inner bullet looks like. It's that same burgundy with the silver Aaliyah at the top, the signature, and then the Aaliyah MAC is at the bottom. So Street Thing is this black with a, it's pure black with shimmers, what MAC lists it as. And then that is the swatch. It really is, I'm trying to aim it towards the light. And it is a frost formula, which wears well on my lips. It doesn't feel super gritty and grainy. And the times that my lips are kind of like really dry and I was like, oh crap, I forget to exfoliate with the frost formulas, I go in with like one of the lip glosses over it and it kind of kills the graininess a lot. The More Than a Woman, like I said, is the deeper red shade. MAC lists it as a cool deep red. And as I said, it's the amplified, so it's like ultra creamy. I mean, really good. Like I said, I wanted the other red shade, the bright red, because that's been my kind of go-to color. But this is definitely one that I will wear and love. They're both absolutely gorgeous. I love both of them. Now the lipsticks are 3 grams or 0.1 ounces, and they retail for $18.50 each. Last but not least is the Lipglass, which the shade that I picked up, because almost all the other ones were out of stock. The only other one in stock at the time was the corally one, and I wanted this one over the corally one. And this is Brooklyn Born, and it is a sheer nude with some pearl in it. And I love it. I have already worn this multiple times. And lip glosses can be worn by themselves or over top of lipsticks. So this is 3.1 milliliters or 0.10 ounces, and it retails for $17.50. And now they're not the most long lasting, but I absolutely love the MAC lip glosses. They make your lips look really dimensional. If you watched my, I did it as a video. If you watched the Pixie Chloe Morello collaboration, I mentioned that the lip icings really remind me of the MAC lip glosses. It's like the drugstore cruelty-free version of these if you're wanting them and you're like a cruelty-free person. So I absolutely love these. These are stunning. My eyeball is itching, so sorry. Anyway, and because I spent that, I was able to get the MAC Aaliyah bandana. I'm not going to take it out because I now have makeup all over my hands from these videos and I don't want to mess it up, but it has the same kind of signature there, and really love that. So my final thoughts on the MAC Aaliyah collection are that I've seen some people say that it really wasn't Aaliyah, and I both agree and disagree with that. And even if it wasn't, I love that MAC took the chance and did another collaboration with an artist who's no longer around. It gives a chance for people to experience, who may not know or have thought of listening to that person, since it's mainly been like musical people. Selena was the one that they did. It gives them a chance to kind of be like, oh, maybe I should go listen to that. And it also gives the longtime fans a chance to kind of have something from that person again. So I was a really, really big fan of Aaliyah's when I was younger, and I loved her music, and not just the popular songs. Like, I was a fan of hers before, you know, the big song, like the Are You That Somebody from Dr. Dolittle. By the way, loved that video. Loved Timberland. And I not only knew, I mentioned this in the eyeshadow blog post, I not only knew all of the words to the song, I knew the dance to the video as well. So I was a big fan of her music, and I was utterly devastated when she died, to lose someone. And then right after that, you lost Lisa Left Eye Lopez from TLC, which was devastating as well. Both brilliant musicians, beautiful artists, and just gone so soon. So even if this collection was the most horrible collection ever, I would tell you it was the most amazing collection ever, because as a fan of hers, I'm so glad that they did this. and it's amazing for them to have done. So hopefully you found this video fun and informative, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and share it with all your friends. It really does help. Make sure to follow me on the social media link down below, and make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Leave me a comment down below telling me what your dream MAC collaboration would be. Who do you want to see MAC collab with that you would just, hands down, if you could, buy as many products as you could? It would make you go back to MAC if you're on a boycott, or if you're cruelty free. It would actually make you stop and go, I might need to get that. What is the collaboration that would do that for you? And let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, bye.